Right, well I'm up in Scotland and down there is Loch and we're heading up for Buchan or Buchan Hill. Charles, I'll zoom in for you. And that's Loch Valley down there. And we're heading in the direction of that cone in the sunlight. Just this side of that should be Loch Enock. And then tomorrow we'll be going over that hill over there, or mountain I suppose they are up here. But the terrain around here is quite reminiscent of the Rhinogs or Rhinogs. But it's quite windy. Right, well I had a good night's sleep, slept quite well. But as you can see, I'll just show you around in here. This is one of my more adventurous pictures here. I've got half the garden in here. Grass and tussocks and God knows what else. I was using the SpeedMid, which I hadn't used the SpeedMid before, so I thought I'd give this a try. And just basically to just picture over all the grass and tussocks here, and then sort of hope there was somewhere reasonable to you know, lie out on. And originally I was lying sort of this side of the pole, but as you can see during the night I've just I'm quite sure how much you can see, to be honest, but I've completely manoeuvred sort of over here, so I've got to try and straighten myself up. I'm not on the ground sheet at all. I've completely come off it. I noticed that the sleeping bag is a little bit clammy, although at the moment it doesn't seem quite so bad. It felt a bit clammier earlier, but that's probably from me. But just checked the temperature and it went down to 1 degree, so it might have got colder than that during the night. At the moment it's showing 1 degree. I was in my lightweight PhD sleeping bag, which by itself would not have been enough, which I wouldn't really have expected at this time of the year. But I brought the Mountain Oil Designs quilt with me, which last night I started. Ooh, I can't move. Ooh. Last night I started with the quilt alone, and from about 8 o'clock the quilt was sufficient, and I had several layers on. But as the evening went on, I could tell I was just starting to cool off, so I thought, well, it's pointless trying to sleep with just a quilt, because I'd never have been warm enough. So I put the sleeping bag underneath. You might just be able to see that. So that's the sleeping bag, and I got it zipped up, and I put the foot of the sleeping bag inside the foot of the quilt. So, and then I've just draped the quilt over the sleeping bag. So that combination worked well, but I still got a base layer on, a shirt on, my Paramo shirt on, and my Arc'teryx synthetic jacket. So I got plenty of layers on the top, and I was still just about warm enough. I wasn't cold and I slept well, but I certainly wasn't sweating profusely. So that combination seemed to work quite well. But as I say, the ground here is interesting to say the least, because it's very precarious. Here, that's the ground sheet, and as you can see, I've literally just come off the ground sheet. It's leaning on the food and everything. This is just a shortish walk. We just left just the afternoon, and we'll probably be back about lunchtime today, so this will just be a very short video, I expect. So that's just a rundown of things in here. So this worked well, but now it's getting cooler. I'll be wanting my colder weather sleeping bag, that is for sure. Right, here we are just outside, or next to Loch Enock, and you can say it was a frosty night, because there's frost around that trail star. The sun has just come up, so hopefully that will warm things up. This is my SpeedMid. So be very careful where you're standing around here, because there's holes everywhere. But that's the SpeedMid. I'll just show you inside. I've put all my sleeping stuff inside that, just to protect it from any drips. And there are some drips coming off the flight and landing everywhere. So it's a bit of a mess in here at the moment, but it won't take long to tidy up shortly. I just show you around the outside. Well, this is a little sandy beach on Loch Enock. Merrick up there in a minute, and I just came up here. Thank God I wasn't alone, because it's whoa, and I'm not even going to go any further than that, but that's very, very steep down there. If I can use the word crap, I nearly crap myself coming up there. Oh God. But we're heading up there to Merrick, which doesn't look too bad going up there. And there's a string of wind farms up there and there, as you can see. Dotted out over here. Right, we're just heading through this forestry plantation, through these waterfalls. And heading in that direction. The going has been very arduous and slow. I think I've been very slow on that. But it has been, it's been very enjoyable, but it is very tough going around here. Well, this is the end of the walk, and I've just got to follow down this path down here, and then I'm nearly back at the car. It took a little bit longer than I anticipated because the going was a bit rougher, but still think we did it in pretty good time. So I just wanted to, you know, thank you for watching again, and we'll hopefully see you on another adventure sometime. Bye. Sorry it was a bit short, this one.